I'm at the Back to the 50s model contest here in Minneapolis and at the State Fairgrounds. And I've brought a few cars out. They were kind enough to invite me out to display the cars. Got some neat stuff here. So I just want to run through it real quick. This, of course, is the prototype. I've got it charging, right? I'm charging the battery there. Of course, all the lights and things work on it. Parking lights, interior lights, fans running on. Everything's going good. You can see the front lights, the parking lights on it. See the rear lights as well. I'm just charging the starter battery. So tomorrow when I get here, I'll be able to, did you get that?
Yep.
Cool. Tomorrow when I get here, I'll be able to start it up in here, let it run a little bit, clean it up tomorrow. Here is one of the models, finally getting some work done on it. I've got I've actually got all of the wiring done for this thing. The chassis wiring's done. I've actually got the body harness done as well. And I put it up on jacks just to show it. This is a buddy of mine, Chris. This is his car. He's been waiting patiently. When he gets it, he's gonna love it. I've got the manifold off. I want to show folks just some details on this car. He's got chrome headers on this side over here. Ram horns. This is his engine that he got. This is one of those Australian V8s. Gary Omers makes these nice engines. So I'm going to be doing some changes for him, putting some different cam covers on it for him. But this one is really, that's ready to go as far as the chassis is concerned. Here is actually beneath here is his body. And I've turned it upside down because I put his lights in it again. And, you know, I've got the latch mechanism showing here. I'm gonna, when I get it home next week, when this is over, I'll be putting his strike on his floor pan. Here's his floor pan for this car. I'll be sanding it down and everything. Matter of fact, I still have here's where the strike goes. Drill a hole, put it in there. So that's coming along nicely. Here actually is the layout for the wiring in this car. This has the body harness and the wiring harness. Everything is here. Tomorrow when I get here, I'm charging the batteries for this. I'm gonna hook up the batteries and I'll be, you know, futzing with the brake lights and all the parking lights and the dome lights, and I'll be showing folks how that works with that. Kind of a homemade deal, I get it, nothing fancy. This car belongs to a really good buddy of mine. He's got a 67 at home, and what I did was I brought his car out here. I've got the harness in it as well. His floor pan is below there, right down here. That's his floor pan. Also in here you'll see got a couple of the owner's manuals, right, for these models. These are kind of neat. I really like these. I include a carbon fiber pin. Yeah, the pin is, you know, I have them custom made. They got a gear shifter, right, to engage the pin. That's kind of neat. Tread on it, carbon fiber. I love this. This one here actually is for the little red car, the prototype. There's the VIN bar for it. All the cars have their VIN bars on them. As a matter of fact, this 67 here has the VIN bars are located in the back of the car underneath. I'll show in a second. But this 67, I like this car. I went ahead and put, just for show, the Grand Sport pieces on this car because, of course, it has the cutout there, the 63 Grand Sport. And I just wanted to show what was up with that because I also brought down here fender flares, right? And I got to smooth these out, but these flares fit. They look good. also brought out some of these Corvette cam covers, right? Some for the Conley cars, engines rather, and some for the Australian cars. Here is a set. Dave kind of wanted something neat for this, so I put these on his. There's a little difference. The valve clearance for these, the Conley versus the Australian V8s, are a little different. A little higher valve cover, a little taller for the Australian V8s, Gary Ulmer's cars, or engines rather, and they look great. So that's a good look. These cars do have, I did go ahead and put the alternator squared away, got that ready to go. I'm waiting for the bracket to get to me so that I can attach the alternators. I actually have a pretty cool deal set up I'll be showing tomorrow. It shows how I install the rectifier circuit that will go take that AC current to DC so that I can utilize it to run the radiator. So this is the car that all it needs now. This is the runner. I went ahead and finished making the rims, made them out of plastic, a lot less mass. This will run nice and smoothly. So I've got it set up. All I got to do is I'm changing out this. So I loosened up the sugar cap. I'm going to be cutting these wires off. I'll be installing all the electronics. I actually have it here with me at this show, but I'm not putting it on here. But the point being that I will be doing this here sometime, probably it'll be before the end of the month. I'll have this cut up and put on here. Hopefully by the end of next week I'll have this done. And this car I'm looking hopefully to run in the next 10 days. It'd be nice. I really want to wait until I get the bracket for my alternator so I can add it to this thing. It'd be nice to run it like that. And then I'll be putting this body on top of this just for giggles. Maybe I won't. I may just run it like this because I want to see what it'll do. So I've got everything ready to go, except I just got to cut this wire here. It's all ready to go, right? The biggest part for me was printing these tires, these wheels, to get them right, and I did. Here is the 427 project, and I've got the doors on it, and I like to show these doors. I like to show just how cleanly they fit. And, you know, I've still got to trim these, but even though they're not trimmed, this really, they fit nicely. I've got center lines on this 427 model, right? This is my favorite model by far, just because of the engine. I've shown this before with respect to cam covers. I'm looking forward to putting the alternator on this thing as well. I will have to obviously adjust the radiator fan shrouds on all the cars because the alternator suggestion was made by my buddy Dave. He showed me some pictures of some of the engines he had with that on there, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. So I took the idea from him, ordered the parts up, and talked to the engineers and CNC guys. Yep, we can do that in terms of making that bracket. And so I got the rectifier circuit squared away, figured that all out, and it's ready to go. It's really ready to go with respect to that alternator. So the last thing I want to show, just a couple pieces in here. Here is just the dash with a Bluetooth radio in there. Of course, some seats that are covered. You see also the master brake cylinder, and that actually will be hiding the rectifier circuit. I'll show it tomorrow when I do another video. And of course you see a really neat scale looking antenna. It's better than the one I've got on the car now. I like it. It's more beefy. It just looks, and it's metal versus being plastic. And anytime I can substitute aluminum and metal for these cars, I do it. Some of the guys that have these cars come in have substituted some stuff I'm waiting on right now. That's really nice. A little spendy, but very nice. For example, aluminum and chromed. Let's see. Bezels for the cars, right? They also have things like metal shift plate with actual, you name it, it'd all be done. Metal bezels for the dash, you name it. And actually, buddy that's got that car, the white car coming, is going to have aluminum and real wood steering wheel, aluminum inner spokes and real wood steering wheel. Just some neat stuff for these cars. Anything can be done if you're willing to spend the money. So anyway, just a quick update. I'll be here all this weekend, at least Friday and Saturday, and then I'll be taking some video and I'll be posting it. And again, stay tuned for me running that beast in the corner. All right.